Hey everyone, Will here. Sometimes it's good just to sit outside, have a cold drink, and listen to the insects. Summer's drawing to an end. Um, but enjoy it while it lasts. So, got my flea market finds here for September 2nd, 2025, but I think, what is this, fourth time in a row I've said there's not much to show you, but there really isn't much to show you this week. But it was looking like a really good weekend, but didn't turn out that way. A lot of sellers decided to stay home. I have a core group of sellers, like 6 or 8 different people, that I almost get something from every week. And they decided to enjoy the holiday weekend and not set up. So my finds definitely show it. So maybe we'll make up for it this coming weekend. But a few interesting things. Like I said, I didn't find much at yard sale. Well, yard sales were horrible. I went to a community sale. Put community sale in the quotations. They had it advertised as community sale, 298 homes. You know how many people were set up? 2. 2 people out of 298 homes. This one of the people had advertised tons of jewelry. And yeah, it was a ton of jewelry, but not a single piece worth anything in the whole lot. But that's the way it goes. You know, one of these days you go to a sale like that and it'll be some gold and silver in there. But you always have to look. But so didn't find much at the yard sales, flea markets. So then stopped in at a couple pawn shops. I guess you know, part of me always wants to find something. So did find a few things at the pawn shops, mostly jewelry. But let's take a look. I'll show you what I got this week. First up is a quilt. You know, I don't think I've ever bought a quilt for resale. But and I was on the fence about this one because it was $40, and I'm not very familiar with quilts, but this is an old one. But being old doesn't mean that it's worth a lot of money. But it's definitely been around a while. Look at the wear on the edges there. That thing's been washed many times over the years. Nicely lined. And not very thick. We had a couple quilts growing up, and they were always like really had a lot of material inside of it. But this is nice. You could use that. Put it on the back of a chair or a sofa. Just something to keep the chill off and look good at the same time. The amount of work to do all this, it's quite something. I can't imagine the amount of hours taken, and that's even if you're using the machine to sew it. So interesting piece. Got some wear, got some moth holes. I don't know. I really have no idea what the thing is worth. Like I said, I paid $40, and I'll hang it up, get some pictures of it, and we'll see how it does. Like I said, I went to pawn shops, 2 different pawn shops. It worked out. First one I went to, they were having a clearance sale on a lot of their a lot of their sterling. So silver it's a good place to buy silver. Pawn shops are a really good place to buy silver because they don't keep up to date with with designers. Well, they know like top of the line designers, but like a Carolyn Pollock piece, like this piece is a Carolyn Pollock piece. This wasn't part of the sale, although I got it for $25 because I bought this other stuff. But the earrings were $15. Little, I think you would call that druzy. Well made. And the rings were all $20. How can you go wrong? Sterling rings. Really, really nice. Nicely done. That is kind of neat. Kind of like a lapis stone. I want to call it a squash blossom, but I'm not quite sure. Would you call that a squash blossom? Marked on the back, Sterling STC. This ring's cool. Stars. Looks like some topaz, India 925. But for $20, I mean that's a $60 ring easily right there. This one's cool. Can't think of the name. It's like a bloodstone. Can't think of it. But cool piece there. So 20 a piece on the rings, 15 on the earrings, and I got the cross for $25. So plenty of room for profit there. The other pawn shop I went to, they were having half off on all their sterling. I don't know what's going on with pawn shops at sterling. But really neat turquoise ring. Got that for $20. The carved cameo rose ring, that was $20. Nice enamel work on the side. Amber, nice amber piece, and that matches, pendant matches the ring. Those were paid $80 for the set there, but we'll still make a nice profit on that. And the dragonfly, paid $40 for that. Nice amber dragonfly. That's a $125 piece right there. So if you're out looking for stuff to resell, don't assume that pawn shops aren't going to give you any kind of deals, because there's deals to be found. Check out the box. Is this thing cool or what? It's a humidor. Got a great look to it. I do not think that it's old, because okay, the screws, they did a good job of making it look old. The screws are slotted instead of Phillips head. The sign on the back, something Khan Gurkha. So that's new. And the bottom lifts up where you put the stuff to keep the humidity consistent inside here. But it's a great box. It's just not old. Love the wear. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's really love the look. So paid $40 for this. There was a similar box made by this company. Didn't have a dome lid. It was just like this bottom half with a lid. That sold for $80. I think having the dome top, I think this will bring, I'm going to put like 125 on it. And I think somebody into cigars is going to love this thing. I mean, it's like a little treasure chest. It would be cool. Hey, even if you collect like silver coins, got a bunch of junk silver, you could load them up in here, make a nice presentation. So let's see about that. Got bought this for myself for only $10. It's a lead melting pot with a ladle. And this thing, that must be like 30 pounds. There's still some lead in the bottom there. So I'm going to keep that for myself. Going to give it a try. I got the fire pit loaded up out back, and I'll light that up this evening, and we'll throw that down in there and see what all that turns into down the bottom. Just remembered, I bought a ring sizer, and I didn't include it. I'll throw it in on the next video. So there you go. Oh, it's not much soda over. Okay, well, got some listing to do, and got some shipping to do. Got a lot of shipping, so got like 12 things going out today. So hopefully the trend keeps up. So till next time, it's Will Yard Sales Survivalist. We'll talk again soon.